I own Hibiscus Aesthetics and Wellness, and I am a board certified family medicine physician, also board certified in obesity medicine. Been open since 2021 and have just been growing ever since.
That transition into the med spa world from family practice. Can you talk a little bit about what kind of got you here?
So I was in just regular primary care practice, employed with hospital systems. For me, it was really when I started having kids. I just started to realize that that lifestyle was just really not what I was looking for and was gradually starting to get burned out. And so I had my second son in January 2020. My maternity leave ended in March, right when everything was shutting down. And there was just a lot of unknowns. And working in healthcare, I had a baby, hadn't even gotten his vaccines yet. And I remember asking to have just a little additional time until we figured out what was going on. And it was denied. And to me, after working there for years, being a top producing physician, that was just a big slap in the face and just kind of told me that we're just a number, we're just a body, you know, and I knew that ultimately being an employed physician was just not what I wanted for my career. So I started exploring other options, other ways to practice, and I learned about direct primary care. So direct primary care is a model of medicine where the practice does not bill insurance. Your patients pay a monthly membership fee. And then you have a much smaller patient panel. You don't have all the pressures of insurance and hospital systems. So as a physician, you're able to provide care the way you're trained to provide care. And you're able to spend time with your patients. I always knew, though, that I wanted to have an aesthetics component to the practice. So I started off just doing primary care and spent a year taking courses, training, learning how to do aesthetics procedures, just learning the ins and outs of aesthetics. And then a year later, so 2022, is when I started slowly adding in Botox, adding in fillers, peels, microneedling, things like that. And so from then until now, it's just been really growing the aesthetic side. And I love the aesthetic side. That's really what I'm more passionate about. And so at this point, it's definitely more of an aesthetics practice than a primary care practice.